Alright, what were we talking about? Welcome back to another...
No, we hadn't done anything yet. Like, we had just introduced ourselves. We can go into a small bit, and then we can be good. Alright, so let's leave a little silence, and then we'll just start talking.
Everybody, come on, it's time to listen. Get together, the show's about to begin. Bring your friends and your cows and all your chickens. Here we go again. Time to laugh and maybe even learn something. Oh, who am I kidding? You're not gonna laugh. Either way, it's time to get started with the Sundial Podcast.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
And welcome.
Welcome back. Welcome to the... Another. Oh, let's do one of those improv things where you say one word and I'll say the other.
Alright, welcome
back
to
the
Sundial
Podcast. Poop.
Great.
Improv sentence.
Every improv sentence ends with poop.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and
poop.
Pee.
Okay, so before we forget,
yes.
I am Lauren Moliterno, Editor-in-Chief of The Sundial currently, and...
I am James Wagner, second most important, period, webmaster, exclamation point.
Wouldn't that be a comma?
No. Webmaster deserves its own sentence. Webmaster is both a verb and a noun. They can create a very simple sentence.
Okay.
That was the musical portion of the podcast. Alright, so we're back with another episode. This will come out after the Oscars are over.
But we're recording it pre-Oscar.
Pre-Oscar. This is a PO podcast.
Uh-huh.
And will be...
so it would be kind of fun to talk a little bit about the Oscars. Because...
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe Suicide Squad actually won.
Right?
I said Suicide won because I was anticipating its victory. Suicide Squad is definitely going to beat Star Trek Beyond. All the stuff I said last episode, I was in a bad headspace. I was really concerned that no woman would win Best Actor. So, you know, I apologize from now on. I
can't believe we were correct in assuming that Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark was going to win Best Picture. Like that? A true underdog story.
Yeah, unfortunately, I put West Side Story as winning in my Oscar poll. I was going musical again.
See, that was like
the 1957,
a bold move.
Yeah,
like Sam
classic.
said, if it would have won, you won a lot of money.
A lot of money. I bet $1,000 on West Side Story, and it's all gone. So, it's completely separate news. Does anybody know where you can donate blood plasma?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh yeah, it is on iStream. I forgot that it's super convenient for us to donate blood plasma.
Great. Well, this is an interesting podcast because
Did you forget? Did you forget as we were doing it? Like, we've been wanting to do this podcast. This specific podcast.
I think we actually mentioned that we were going to do this podcast on a different podcast.
Like, a long time ago.
Yeah.
And...
I forgot.
You forgot it in 4 seconds. You were staring across the room at your brother, and you forgot the entire reason. It's not like, oh, your brother's here in the office every other day.
Yeah.
No, this is a rare opportunity.
I think the fact that I'm here is actually making it more uncomfortable. You would think it's the other way around.
Like, this would be like on New Year's Eve, being like, I can't wait to celebrate. What was that?
What are we celebrating?
Or you're like on vacation in Hawaii and you're like, finally, I can enjoy my... am I working right now? No! Oh, vacation. That's what we're doing.
Alright, anyways, we have our siblings.
We have our siblings, so I think I'll introduce your sibling and then you can introduce my sibling.
See, this is fun because I know your sibling more than you know mine.
No, I know your sibling pretty well.
Sure.
Alright, he's my second favorite Moliterno.
That is true.
First
you guys have heard a lot about him.
First being Larry, then Tyler, then Kathy.
Close. Kathleen. She does not go by Kathy.
Does not go by Kathy. I'll learn it eventually. And then in a close 4th place is Lauren. If you have a favorite order of your Moliternos,
tweet them at us.
Tweet us the order and then hashtag #FaveMalls.
Okay.
MOLS, not MA. No,
I meant MALLS.
I was gonna say top turnos would make more sense.
Top turnos.
Hashtag top
erase what you wrote.
Why not both?
Why not both? Why
Yeah.
not
Or
both?
Kano Los Dos.
Just don't include Darth Maul in your top Maul.
Yeah, no. Or the Great Mall of America.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we have
the
a
Great Mall of China.
the Great Mall of China.
yeah, we have a beef with the Mall of America.
Yeah.
Don't mention it.
All right. Yeah, don't do it. And don't say they all tie, because we know that's a bunch of baloney. A bunch of malarkey. Speaking of malarkey, let's introduce him. Tyler Moliterno, how you doing?
Hey, everybody. I'm good. How's it going?
Sweet. That was a really good introduction on my part, Lauren. Let's see if you can match it.
It's Hannah Wagner.
Yeah, hey guys, it's me. I'm James's sister.
That's me.
I feel like it needed more pomp and circumstance.
Yeah.
Hannah, for those of you, we've given her lots of shout outs. We've given Tyler some shout outs too.
Typically, you refer to me as James's sister, so it's nice to finally have a name.
Yeah,
Do
except
I?
you're on the podcast known as the Sibling Podcast.
That is true.
That's-
baby steps.
Baby steps.
Small, tiny baby steps.
but
baby
Hannah-
sister steps.
Yeah.
Hannah is a staff member for the Sundial, and she's also a prominent member in Backburner Sketch Comedy, which we also mention quite a lot.
Pretty much every podcast.
Almost everyone.
That would be, so the earlier example, I'll go on another thing. You being like, I can't wait for our sketch comedy show for,
North Oval?
North Oval. No, Backburner Sketch Comedy.
I think this is the time in which we plug Backburner Sketch Comedy.
No,
it
Hannah,
seems
that's
to
at
be-
the end.
I know the plugs are at the end, but we always mention Backburner
You know we have
Sketch
to
Comedy.
be done when you say we're plugging.
Well, I guess
Alright,
we're done
this was
then.
a quick
This is
episode.
going to be
So-
a 10-minute episode.
Should I do my plugs now?
No.
Okay.
Also, it's like weird because like we're recording this before our show, but also like we can't really plug our show.
No,
No.
because this will come out. So
Too
hopefully
late.
you came to the show. If you didn't, I'm watching you.
I wasn't able to make the show, but I heard that Suicide Squad won Best Makeup.
Yeah.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was.
It was a little unorthodox for a sketch show to give out
Award,
awards.
awarded achievement in makeup for the film industry.
It was definitely weird because I'm just going to give it away now. There's no spoilers. It's a live sketch show. We just reenact Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like the entire thing, except for Will Smith's character.
You
He's
just
not
couldn't knock that
we
one
just
down.
couldn't, for whatever reason,
But
our
then-
sketch comedy couldn't impersonate Will Smith.
But if Will Smith's not there, how did anybody know it was Suicide Squad? Because then there's nobody saying.
But Jared Leto's forehead was there.
Yeah, Jared Leto.
Oh, okay.
Just
And it said Suicide Squad on the front of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
yeah,
sense.
and then underneath it, it said damage, so we know.
Oh, so we know.
So
Okay.
we know that he's crazy.
It was a damaged version.
Without that tattoo, I would have been like, Joker could be a cool guy. He could
Yeah.
be friends with Batman. But once I saw that tattoo,
I
I'm
was like,
like,
stay away.
This
Yeah.
guy is a tricky
He
dick.
seems like if you cover up his forehead like if he does this and he walks up to you, you're like, oh, this guy seems like he has everything together.
Or
Right.
he has a mouth on his forehead.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Because
a lot
always
of
up his
people
forehead.
would do that.
I know that's a very visual joke for a podcast, but put your head
Nope.
behind your hand,
okay.
and then imagine you have the Joker tattoo of a mouth. That must have been an odd request.
I mean, it's a good thing that the Joker doesn't have bangs, or how
No.
would we know if he's damaged?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
like we couldn't see that
Yeah.
giant forehead.
And if he had
And
bangs,
the
you'd be like,
tattoo.
oh, he's a normal person. But he slicks back that green hair of his.
Uh-huh.
That guy is both classic
So,
and crazy. He's the double C.
He gets up every morning and
Mhm.
it's like I gotta make sure people.
Well, the
can
first
see
thing he
this
does, he
tattoo.
wakes up in the morning and then he lays out all these guns and knives in a
Mhm.
circle
It's very
and then
cathartic.
lays in it
Yeah.
for like 20 minutes. And then his normal bodyguards come in and they're like, hey, Joker. And then he like laughs. I don't
Guys,
know.
I've also not seen Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I've not seen Suicide
I just-
Squad.
There's a part in Suicide Squad where he seems to have meticulously just laid out a bunch
Oh
of
my
things
gosh.
and sat around it, and
It's one. I would say it's the most insane scene, but it's not.
it's not
That's
even
the sad
close.
part. The part where the almost non-existent villain in a movie of villains
Mhm.
creates a circle of weapons in mourning for his lost girlfriend
Yeah.
is not the craziest part of that movie.
Mhm.
Ooh,
I just, like,
you're in for an
imagine it.
Oscar winner.
Right.
Yeah, clearly.
That- which now again, because this is
We don't
best
know.
Oscars, Academy Award winning.
Academy
Suicide
Award
Squad.
winning and backburner performer.
Right.
Suicide Squad.
Our version of Suicide Squad
Mhm.
won the Oscar.
Yeah, I'm
It's
pretty
great.
sure.
And actually, the fun part is we didn't even do any lines. We just lip synced the entire thing.
We
You just played the movie and then you guys. just moved your mouse.
But
to
we
it.
didn't show
But there was
the
no.
screen.
So what happened? What happened when Will Smith was there?
We just stopped because we all looked down at the ground in shame because of our lack of diversity. We're just like, we can't do it.
Yeah.
However, we did have Margaret Robbie. That it was a big surprise.
That was,
Yeah.
we did have her come.
Who? Margaret Robbie?
Yeah. She performed as Boomerang, Captain Boomerang.
Yes, Captain Boomerang.
That was the part she really wanted, but she's like, well, I mean, I'll take it.
She already has the Australian accent.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people know that.
No.
I mean, actually, a lot of people do know that, but some people don't.
I
Not
did.
a lot of people appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, the fine Australian accent of hers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm entirely lost in this conversation.
Margaret
I'm
Robbie's
just
from
making-
Australia.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she is. She's a full-blown Aussie. Her whole world got flipped, turned upside down when she met Will Smith. Just
Mhm.
like Will Smith when he met himself.
Mhm.
That's the plot of.
I'm pretty sure
Fresh
that's how
Prince
that
of
works.
Bel-Air.
Yeah. My whole. Wait, what?
Okay, I'm lost now. I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Now we're getting into Will Smith
Yeah, Will Smith.
specifically.
I don't know. All I know about Will Smith is Scientology or quote unquote Scientology. It's not 100% known, but it's known. And
Sure.
his son. That's it.
What about Willow?
Yeah.
She whipped her hair back and forth for nothing.
What about Jada?
Jada Pinkett Smith, man.
Yeah,
She was in Scream 2, so you can't forget about her.
Oh, she was in Scream too.
yeah.
No.
Was that Oscar?
Academy Award winner
Oh.
of Scream 2.
Oh my gosh, did that also win Best Makeup?
Yes.
The best category.
Yeah.
I know all of our Oscar polls. The number one thing was Best Makeup.
They start with Best Picture and then they work their way to Best Makeup.
Yeah. It's the top of the evening.
Mhm.
I mean, all 0 Oscar parties that I've been to have done it that way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Right.
it must be correct.
Yeah, everyone does it.
Mhm.
Mhm. It's like the Super Bowl.
Where they put the makeup in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
I guess technically, yeah.
So I was talking to somebody, and I forget who it is. I think it was somebody in the Sundial, and we were talking about what a fun twist it would be if in the Super Bowl, the halftime performer had to then play for one of the teams.
Ooh.
Like
yeah,
if they gave him to the winning team, that would be a fun challenge.
Ooh, but
'Cause
the
it-
thing is, we don't know who won when
Well,
we're halfway through.
But we know
Who's
who's winning at that point.
I see.
Yeah.
And that
Sports,
could be-
Hannah, sports.
And
I,
you know,
I don't sports.
like I don't know how good Lady Gaga is at football, but I feel like if you put her
She would go all out.
at Atlanta, well, then maybe Atlanta would have won the whole game then.
Yeah.
You never
Who
know.
knows?
Or I think one thing that you could also think of is like there's a minimum time requirement where she has to play X amount of time, and so you just put her in wherever you can. It's
Mhm.
it's a field goal. You put her on the far end and try to just hold it back with 10 people instead of 11.
Yeah.
Or you do a kickoff receive and just have her standing there and try to have the guy just run around in a circle for as long as you can.
And then you get some fun with it. You let her be quarterback.
I hear that Lady Gaga is actually really hard to defend because she has a great poker face.
Mhm.
Oh,
I don't know how that would happen in football at all.
Yeah. A lot of them, they have visors. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a real nice.
So it's all referencing back to
She's
poker.
pretty good at games, especially the love game. Am I right?
Nope, didn't get that reference.
Let's play a love game. A
Is
love
this, is this going to be another podcast where we have to have a dinger for every time we mention something?
Yeah. This will be the Lady Gaga podcast.
Ooh, I'm not going to be really good at that one.
Ooh, I'm going to be decent.
I've just got poker face. That's all.
Mhm. Well, she's like a lot of athletes. She was born that way.
I was
Hey.
trying to bring that one in.
Lauren, don't look at your telephone during the podcast.
Featuring Beyonce. The previous Super Bowl. That's like double points.
Mhm.
Because and now the other one we were talking about, which I think would be a really fun idea, is that it becomes a two-pronged event, right? So you play the first half of the game, football people go out, and then your two musical performances come out. And it's like Scott Pilgrim,
Yes.
where they're
Yes.
both at one side of the field, and they're trying to outplay the other one, and whoever wins that one gets some special prize that'll help them. Like, they get to put grease on a football for one set
or
of...
maybe underdeflate them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
wait a second.
Just deflate them.
Yeah. Underinflate,
Underinflate.
deflate, whatever.
Under deflating would be like, oh,
Increasing.
good job, Tom Brady. Thank you for making sure that these balls are perfect for this game. But no, so you would have like on one side, like the Patriots would be like, who should we get? Well, if they get somebody...
They have to be from New England?
No.
Okay.
They can be anybody, but you have to think about their viability both as a performer, because you get points for that, but also their viability as a football player. So you're kind of playing a dual game where you can just put all of your beans into them being a really good football player.
So
you could just get
who do you think would be like good for that? I'm kind of thinking.
Because I'm thinking if he wanted to go with the hometown advantage, right? Atlanta could have picked Donald Glover because he's a great performer and also can literally do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he just practiced football for about a week, he'd be the number 1 draft pick.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe even a few days.
Like a few days. Like just play a little touch and he'd be like, I got this.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, what would make this interesting if this became like a snitch in Quidditch situation where you play the game and then
if the musician scores a touchdown, you win.
Base that or
Yes.
He didn't think about that.
It's like gym class where you had to have a girl hold the frisbee when she catches a touchdown. Wait, that made no sense.
Yeah.
No. So when we used to play like ultimate frisbee in gym class, but we had to play with a football because nobody knew how to throw a frisbee, and we're also inside a gymnasium. But the rule was so that way the girls, instead of just sitting in a corner talking, they would actually like play. The rule had to be a girl had to either throw the pass to get the point or catch the ball. So what ended up happening was all the girls would just hang out in the end zone and we would just shovel them the ball.
James, we went to the same schools and had the same gym teachers, and never once did I play indoor frisbee football.
We played it like 4 times. I'm not lying. Like there was a solid almost month where just like, here, play ultimate frisbee with a football.
I can't. Well, we played ultimate frisbee, but I did summer gym. In high school.
I don't remember if we.
This was in
ever
middle
played
school.
Yeah,
Ultimate.
because neither of us did high school gym.
No.
You guys didn't have to.
Well, so
We
here's
marched
the fun
in the
loophole.
marching band.
So Ohio has a
Gym.
rule that can be applied to any public school if they so choose.
I was gonna say, I was like, don't.
Yes, if they choose.
We also went to school in Ohio.
Yeah. Again, choose. Choose. That's the word of the day. Hashtag choose.
Be careful.
Choose. Lauren, you don't like to choose? You don't like to choose? You don't like the choosing?
Wait, which
You want to get rid
choose?
of the choose?
You want to get rid of that choose? You didn't have choose growing up? Alright, Lauren.
Alright, just continue what you
We'll
were
put that on the
saying.
record. But you can choose to have a program in which if you play a sport, it counts as 1 semester of gym, and you had to get like 2 semesters of gym. And so a lot of people would just, especially in a smaller school, you would just play a sport and you wouldn't have to do gym.
Yeah.
But there was also a separate one that you could also put in that allowed cheerleading and marching band to be considered a sport for the purposes of not having to do gym class. So if you did marching band during the fall, it would count as a semester of gym.
So that's what we had for like a little bit before I got to school there. But like band counted as a gym credit, but then they got rid of that. But also at no point did sports count.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which is kind of weird.
I like that this is a rule in Ohio because, like, here at Ohio State, they're basically like trying to get people into a marching band so that they can go up and they can get into am I allowed to swear on this podcast?
Yes.
The best fucking marching band.
Oh, but you have to pick one.
Yeah, you can only pick one word.
One
That's an
swear
old
word.
rule.
That's all you got.
It's an old rule that
So
we
you can
haven't
only
invoked
use
in a
that
while.
word.
But I guess we'll
wait, so I can only say
you and only you
Can say fuck.
say.
Ooh.
No,
No!
Lauren has to take a penalty. What is a penalty?
she has to hold the frisbee in the end zone
Yeah,
for the
she
rest of the podcast.
No!
And we'll all have fun. Us 3 playing ultimate frisbee. However, whoever's performer is the best also wins.
Right.
Yeah, but there are only 3 of us left, so if 2 of us are performing, then there's only 1 person for a team, so
I'm
we kind of
so
need
confused.
Lauren.
Okay, so real quick, I just want to go around. Like, let's say everybody here owns a football team in the Super Bowl. It's a 4-way Super Bowl match.
Oh, I like this.
And each one of us gets to pick one group to be our special talent in our game. Everyone pick one. Go.
Oh.
Ooh, okay, so you get to have the fun balance between athleticism, or you can just go pure showmanship and hope that your football team can hold it
Mm-hmm.
and just win on pure showmanship.
If we choose someone who's in a duo or a band, do all of the members have to play, or is it just the
Yes,
front person?
all of the people.
Ooh.
So they replace. That's
so
the
you
other
probably
thing.
want to pick a solo act.
So if you want to pick pop sensation Maroon 5,
then you have
You have five
players.
people.
Well, there's
Yeah.
more than 5.
You have
Lauren
lots of
Molotov. I choose to believe that there are only 5 people.
in this wholesome and
I'm
good
a-
world.
I'm a-
there's
a
so few
hashtag-
Wait,
things to hold
are you
on
counting
to.
Adam Levine twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just
Oh,
like great.
He's more than one person.
I'm counting all of his abs.
Yeah, I was
One.
just counting Adam Levine as all 5 members because I know literally none of the other
You
people.
know, there's that guy
The guy
with
with the
long
hair.
hair. Like how we both know the one ancillary.
And the drummer.
Yeah, and the guy that plays the drums.
He's probably
So
there.
are they not all Adam Levine?
No.
No, they
but
have
are.
different names.
No, I was gonna say,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they're all named Adam,
I think like so you have to use everyone and they all have to play at the same time.
Yeah.
So if you pick a band with 12 people,
though. Oof.
It's
Okay,
just
so everybody,
So
wait,
nobody's
we-
picking a swing band.
no, not a single person has picked anybody yet.
We're figuring out the logistics.
Okay,
yeah.
let's go. I don't know if I want to go first or last.
Ooh,
That's why I don't know.
I can
Okay.
go ahead and throw mine out there.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick the current version of Panic at the Disco, which involves
Mm.
only Brendan Urie.
Good.
Ooh, that's a good.
I didn't
Okay.
know that Panic at the Disco had become a solo act.
Oh, it has.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know.
That's not a circle.
It's
Okay.
siblings.
Siblings.
Sibling.
I'm just gonna go out there and say it. The Black Eyed Peas.
How many members
have-
are there? The Black Eyed Peas?
There's like 4.
Well, no, Fergie's not in the Black Eyed Peas anymore.
Oh,
Fergie
wait.
was in the Black Eyed Peas.
So there's
Yeah,
2.
come on. What? Huh? What?
First the Maroon 5, now this for Hannah. Hannah's mind is being blown.
Actually, I did like really count on Fergie being in the band as like a part of like as a distraction
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm.
you know somebody's gotta really like pull in Taboo because he's gonna be off on his own.
Yeah, and not to mention Apple the App.
Yeah, exactly.
And the
William.
other.
No.
William.
That was the easiest one.
I forgot the only person the Black Eyed Peas anybody's ever heard of.
Yeah, the list of people know in the Black Eyed Peas is Will.I.Am,
What?
and that's it.
That's it.
Unless you've written a sketch about them.
Unless you've written a sketch, which I have,
Mhm.
written a full sketch about Black Eyed Peas. Otherwise, you don't know.
My other choice though, I think Donald Glover's eyes. We already mentioned him. The other one, Bruno Mars.
Ooh, Bruno Mars would be
Ooh.
good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna imagine that he would be hard to tackle.
he would be very hard to tackle.
He's I almost said limber.
He's
He is limber.
I don't know what.
If he needs to reach somewhere, he can get to it.
Yeah. No, just like I feel like he would be hard to like I feel like he could run zigzag.
Yeah, Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars, famous alligator avoider.
Yeah, if you're playing against Florida, you're definitely gonna want Bruno
Yeah,
Mars
like,
because he
if
can
I'm-
zigzag.
If I'm going camping in Narlands,
Narlands.
where there are a bunch of gators,
You
I
want Bruno
really,
Mars.
my celebrity guest will not be Bruno Mars because that man can run a zig.
Oh
and a
yeah,
zag.
you need someone who can't.
Run either a zig or a zag,
No,
Mhm.
or maybe just a zig, because then they'd just be going one way, and that's basically a straight line.
yeah. I'm trying to. There's an artist that sings a song about walking the straight line. I think it's Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
I'd invite him.
He'd walk the line.
Yeah, he'd walk the line.
But also, would you be worried about his ring of fire?
Oof.
Ooh.
Too
Yeah, he
I
brings
mean-
that with him everywhere.
But then he could just kill all of the gators, and you wouldn't have to worry about zigging or zagging.
Yeah, but I'm also allergic to fire.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Most humans are.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna say for my band, I'm gonna go. I should have thought about this more.
I just want
I
to
have
say
mine.
that the siblings have both picked one.
Yeah,
And
I'm
those
gonna go
haven't-
with.
Have yet to pick a single one.
I have, but
Ohio
I'm just
State-
I'm just sitting on it.
I'm gonna go with Ohio State alumni Ted Ginn Jr.
Okay. Ooh, what's his famous song?
Because he's not good. He's gonna be awful. I'm going full athletic prowess. All right, he's still a threat. That dude is still a threat. So if we put him out there, we'll lose. We'll lose almost all points. It's like Laura did so we get cited by sister.
Do you think that football is like golf?
Yeah. Whoever scores the least wins.
Yeah.
And a lot of old white people play it.
Mine was Kanye West
Ooh.
Ooh,
Because
because he's
it would
got
be-
that power.
because it's gonna be a great show, and also like you don't want to tackle Kanye West because you don't know what he's capable of.
Mm.
He might retaliate.
Yeah.
Would he try his Kanye best?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that is a lyric too.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
I did say power. I don't know if you guys
No, we
saw
got
that.
it.
Yeah, you got it. All right, cool.
I chose to ignore it.
Yeah.
Would he be better than the Kanye arrest?
Oh, God damn it.
Ooh.
Mm.
Let's see how long this
he would
can go
hope
for.
he would hope it's a night game, so that way he could be under all of the lights.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that it was a night game so he could sleep in and get his Kanye rest.
No,
Ooh.
he would need it to be a day game so he could sleep in and get a Kanye rest.
But I was just assuming he slept all day.
Oh.
How long is a Kanye rest?
I think roughly 7 to 8 hours.
But like maybe if he's sleeping a lot, he'll just make a Kanye nest.
Yeah.
I think that we've run out of jokes that we can make of
Ooh.
this Kanye
No.
jest.
Are you sure?
Oh!
We're becoming a Kanye pest.
Kanye, lest we get back to the
Yeah. I think I like the idea of having these 4 performers panic exclamation point at the disco. The Black Eyed Peas, Ted Ginn Jr. and Kanye West all performing. So I'm pretty sure you guys would all lose out to Kanye West. Kanye West just has the star power.
Right.
I don't know.
But what if he decides to just stop performing halfway through?
He could.
That is a
risk.
big.
He's
it
a
is
liability.
It is a big stage.
Uh-huh.
It is the the first ever 4-way Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I would also like to believe that it's played like Foursquare. That
Yeah.
you could attack at one point any.
Yeah, there's 4 end zones, and
There's
all
4
4
end
teams are
zones.
playing at the same time. I'd watch the shit out of that.
And
Fuck! I'm not allowed to say shit.
Yeah.
Go back, go back.
you have to hold the frisbee on the other end.
Here. Thank you.
Oh, that was some great prop.
I really think maybe I should have picked a different artist because I'm not sure how
Here
many.
comes the pun.
No, there really isn't one. I promise.
Are you panicking?
I am panicking. No, but I'm really not sure how many football fans overlap with Brendan Urie's audience, as they are
Yeah.
mostly screaming
At
teenage girls.
least half. Probably.
Yeah, statistically, half of the NFL viewership also goes to Panic at the Disco concert.
Did you know they're
Still.
coming here on the 7th of the next month?
Is that a plug?
Yes.
Man, we hit the end of the podcast with a plug. It's not a plug.
It's not a plug. I'm just very excited because I'm going.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think it's time
Great.
for a regular occurring segment. At this point, regularly occurring segment. We did it last week, and I kind of want to get back to it because we only got to spend a brief time. But we're going to start lowering that Nicolas Cage.
Oh no.
Oh, here it comes.
Here it comes.
In the Nick Cage.
And it's down.
What does that smell?
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, we still haven't cleaned it.
Why on earth haven't you cleaned this cage?
Is there a skeleton up there?
Yes, that is a skeleton.
we were gonna get rid of it, but then we just kind of like the aesthetic.
Yeah, it's like
It's like Halloween year round.
Yeah.
If you just leave it up.
Yeah, it's like when you go to a haunted house that has like scary smells too.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
just
what's a
like,
scary smell? Like, what smell that you're like, whoa, stop that.
But probably number 1 is rotting corpse.
That would be more disgusting. Like, a scary smell is like failure.
Yeah.
Like if you're like allergic to peanut butter, the smell of peanut butter is probably
that would be
pretty
pretty
scary.
scary.
That would be scary.
I like
maybe
the idea.
okay, mine would be fire when you're not expecting fire.
That is good. I would say I like the idea of a haunted house, like having a pamphlet that hands out, "Are you allergic to peanut butter?" And you're being like, "Yeah, I don't know why it's pertinent," and then they just pumping it.
Every room smells like peanut butter.
But it's like a really bad haunted house, so it's just like cardboard things of peanut butter.
But the person's like completely freaking out. Like they're so scared.
There's peanut butter somewhere in this house. And like it ends in a kitchen, and you're like, it's probably here. And instead of a guy running out with a chainsaw, a guy running out with a
Jar of peanut butter and a knife.
and also
Pass the jelly.
and also an EpiPen in his back pocket because of liability.
Right, you gotta
But
make sure.
it's not even a sharp knife, it's just
No, it's a
No, it's a
butter
butter
knife.
knife. It's a butter knife.
Well, and it's also
He's like,
not. It's also not
I'll
peanut butter
get
because you have to keep putting it back in. What it has to be is like
Squirtable.
no, it would have to not be peanut butter. I feel like that would make it so much easier than squirtable peanut butter because at the end of the night, they would just be peanut butter. It'd be like a slip and
Everywhere.
slide of peanut butter.
Yeah,
and then
that's
he's
a bad
gonna need
thing.
more than one EpiPen.
Yeah, that's a bad thing for people that are allergic to peanut butter. That'll scare everything out
Sorry,
of them.
James, just thought I knew where you were going with
I know.
that.
One of the rare times where you're like, oh, I got this.
You did not got that.
You had so much confidence. too.
Just lob it over
We
here.
finish each other squirtable.
Oh my god. Oh, so we're in the Nick Cage.
Yeah, we're in the Nick Cage.
It's smaller in here than
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna
I
be.
feel like the longer we're in it, the more claustrophobic it feels.
It does,
It does shrink at a rate.
I was gonna say,
It does?
Yeah, at
I thought that was my
I was gonna say,
imagination.
it does the opposite of expand.
shrinking.
So, will there be a point if we stay in the Nick Cage for
Yeah.
too long that we just kind
It
of
is.
die?
Well, it's about
'Cause we get
1 cubic
squished.
foot per hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
I
it's
it's-
real small.
I cannot imagine that.
No, it's a real crawl of a shrinkage. But for this
But we're in the
Nicholas,
Nick Cage.
for this Nick Cage, we're going to talk about a really fun Nick. Nickel. Like an actual nickel.
Ooh.
Alright.
Like
Strongly
the material this
opposed.
cage is made out of?
No, the money.
I was gonna say Nickelodeon would make a little bit more sense.
We could do Nickelodeon, but we are not.
Great, because I know almost nothing about Nickelodeon, and I know a lot about nickels.
Yeah, we know a ton about nickels.
I am the foremost leading nickel expert.
My thing with nickels, my beef with nickels, #James Beef, is that I always think they're going to be quarters, but then when I feel their edges, they're
Right.
not.
Yeah.
Just put some edges on there to make me happier.
My beef with nickels is when I'm at work and we have to like put the change in the register. They give you a bag of it at the beginning of the day and you pour it out. And so you have quarters in there, you got pennies, you got dimes, and you got nickels.
Uh-oh.
And nickels are these jerk coins that are like they're like dimes, super small, quarters, super big, pennies, different color, very easy to sort
Super
through.
easy.
Nickels, those sons of bitches just blend right in with the quarters, and
Well,
you don't know what you're doing.
Well, you have the fun thing with the difference between a penny and a dime, which is both color and the serrated edge.
Mhm.
With nickels, you only got that edge.
Do pennies have a serrated edge?
No.
Okay.
No, they do not.
All of my change knowledge just
Yeah.
went out of the
We're
Nick
breaking
Cage.
a lot of preconceived notions on this
Yeah.
podcast.
One, Fergie was
Not-
in Black Eyed Peas,
no
but
longer.
she is no longer in it.
Panic at the Disco is only one person now,
Only
and
one.
Maroon 5 is actually
Just
more than
Oh,
5
did the people from Panic at the
all
Disco
named Adam
join?
Levine.
People from Panic at the Disco joined
Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question
That's
about
exactly
Panic
We
at
got,
the
we,
Disco.
got our, we got our juju back.
Yeah, we got it.
Now, like when Panic at the Disco is playing at like an arena,
Mm-hmm.
does the arena become a disco?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's
Ooh,
an
quick
assumed
answer,
thing.
quick answer.
Yeah. It's definitely canon. I've seen live videos. They get funky fresh.
Funky
Okay.
fresh.
That's what they said in the
So does
80s.
he just have a backing
70s.
band, or is it just him going for it?
No, he has a backing band.
Oh, that's kind
And
of
the band members are like,
small.
yes.
Tiny.
Are they children?
Yeah.
Do you not know what children are?
There's actually a song in which it begins with a choir of children, and I
actually-
like to believe that that's just his backing
I have a
band
question
all
though.
the
Are
time.
they actually tiny, or are they just so far back that they seem tiny?
Ooh.
Or is he a giant?
Ooh,
I
yes.
That's where the
That's a
panic comes
possibility.
in. You see this giant man walking up to your disco. If it's a disco, it has like 10 people in it.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm panicking at the disco," and he goes, yes, that will be my band name."
I was gonna be Maroon 6.
Brendan Urie, confirmed giant.
Confirmed giant.
We discovered a lot of
Anything?
things
Anything else about Nichols?
I was yeah, he's my favorite Josh.
Yeah, I was about to say, is he your favorite Josh?
Were you about
Wait.
to say that?
I was. He is my favorite Josh.
Oh, Josh Nichols.
Yeah.
I got it.
I was trying to think. Is there a bread company that's Nichols?
I think so.
I was
I
gonna
have
try
no
and make a bread joke, and I couldn't find it, so I just went with Drake and Josh.
Do you need a bread pun?
Damn it!
Just gonna go ahead and
Hannah.
sandwich that one in there.
Nice.
I hate all
nice.
of this.
Sibling.
Let us continue.
Lettuce.
Yeah.
Classic bread pun.
Hey, it's involved in the sandwich.
Ooh, not my sandwiches.
No, touche.
Firmly against.
Hashtag
lettuce.
not my sandwich.
Hashtag not my sandwich.
Not my sandwich.
Tweet us a sandwich you wouldn't eat. Hashtag not my sandwich.
sandwich.
Anything else for your fun nickels?
I have literally nothing to say about nickels.
I don't know why, but I'm firmly against them.
Firmly against them.
Like, I feel like
Do you think that they should be banned, like the penny?
I think that both the nickel and the penny should be banned.
like,
I don't
just
like
feel like
most money
they
change.
cause more harm than good.
Yeah, like all of that nickel. Where's it coming from? Probably the earth. Science.
Yeah. Well, you can't argue with that.
Yeah.
No.
It is funny
People
that
try.
maybe nickel is running out, but we made an entire huge cage out of it.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
We spent all of the Sundial's money.
Well, we just melted all
Did
of
you
our
just
nickels.
did you just take a bunch of nickels and melt them down?
Yeah, we went to the bank, withdrew all of
our funds just in nickels.
Justin nickels, and then we melted it down and pounded out this cage.
Ooh, but see, the thing is, nickels aren't actually made of a majority of nickel.
We took out that part.
So you
You
got
took out that
like
majority.
you got like so many nickels,
Yeah, we
and then
just
got like a
needed-
tiny amount of actual nickel material.
How
Yeah.
much would you say this cage cost you guys?
Ooh.
Total.
Couple million.
Couple mil.
Couple million?
Yeah, the Sundial had $1 million.
Yeah, we asked R.L. Stein for a donation, and he gladly gave. He thought it was going to be for like a library.
He thought it was gonna be for like a library, and we're like, he was like, no, hell no, I won't. And we're like, oh no, we're making
a giant cage.
a
to
giant
put
cage.
podcast guests
And
in.
he's like, perfect.
He was like, this is the only thing I want my money going to, and we were like, great, we love Ghostbusters.
Yeah, we do love Ghostbusters. And he's like, me too.
Who is
And then-
afraid of those ghosts?
Who is afraid of those ghosts? Not me, because I wrote an entire series
Who you gonna
about
call?
ghouls.
Who you gonna call? Not R.L. Stein.
R.L. Stein, but he does love the
Who are
ghosts.
you gonna call? Goosebumps?
Goosebumpers.
Oh,
Who's bumping
man.
those ghosts?
I feel like R.L. Stein's gonna listen to this and then
Just
This
this
is the
one.
episode that he
he's
picks.
gonna
This is
listen
the
to this
episode. He's
one.
like, ooh, I love family.
And he's like,
Hello, R.L. Stein.
Yes.
Welcome.
no, he's like listening
Welcome
to
to the
this.
Nick
He was like,
Cage.
I wonder what the Sundial's up to these days. And he listens that the
Oh.
editor-in-chief forgot the name for Goosebumps. And
Now,
he's gonna disband us.
this
He's gonna
this-
take his Nick Cage back.
Oh, no.
Does this skeleton retain its name? Because you could call it R.L. Spine.
Ooh. That
but
is
right
now
now it's
the
Horatio Claus.
Horatia Claus.
Horatia Claus.
The ghost of Christmas past.
Basically. Well,
Yeah,
the skeleton,
I like that too.
another spooky
It's the
creature.
skeleton of Christmas past.
Yes.
It's the Harish.
Of
a
Christmas
Claus.
past.
Skeleton. I think it's going to stay that way.
Um,
Much as you guys would like it to be another name, it is going to stay.
You're not cleaning it up.
I'm not Not today. Not today. I'm kind of busy.
we like the ambiance, you know?
Yeah.
I agree.
I like the combination, like when you're getting here talking about Nick things, and it's like claustrophobia and the smell of death.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We just want our podcast guests when they're in the cage to just be afraid.
It's working. I'm
Yeah.
very afraid.
Before we were pumping in a bunch of peanut butter smell, and that just made a lot of our guests hungry.
Yeah.
It's really Horatio claustrophobic in here.
Oh
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's an open gate.
It's
Oh wait, there's a date. Wait, we can just leave.
Yeah, it's like a bird
No,
cage
no,
but for humans.
No, you can't get out of it. But it's
Like
a
the wind
cage.
can walk
There's holes
through.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's why it was so hard to pump the peanut butter in because there was
Just
holes.
going right through it. We spent a lot of money on putting peanut butter jars, opening them up, and putting them in front of fans.
There's a bunch of people outside just really afraid.
Yeah.
because they're allergic to peanut
Yeah,
butter.
we weren't able to keep the peanut butter smell in the cage, but somehow it never left the vicinity.
No. We
It wafted around it.
This-
Dispersion.
This studio is right
Science.
next to a peanut butter hating club. Most of the people that hate peanut
So it's
butter.
more of like a power move that
Yeah.
we get rid of it. Because
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, get
Be
out of our
afraid.
turf.
yeah.
Alright, that was the Nick Cage. We're gonna raise it back up again. Say goodbye to it.
But in a cage.
Oh, good. I can finally breathe again.
Yeah.
Ooh. Again, it smells a lot better. It smells a lot less like death.
Mm-hmm.
But not fully not like death.
No,
Yeah.
really not like
It
that.
still feels like it's around.
It's still lingering.
I mean, one day we will all die. So
Yeah.
Thanks, Hannah, for that awesome reminder.
you're welcome.
And you know,
It's
if I
the
don't,
truth.
if I'm not reminded every single day that I'm gonna die someday, I forget.
You know, maybe I will make that my new mission in life.
I thought you were gonna elaborate.
Yeah, there's no elaboration.
No.
There's nothing.
Just, you know,
Remind people that they
reminding.
did.
Reminding you
Oh,
every
specifically?
day.
Honestly,
That you will
that would
die.
be helpful because some days I'm like, should I jump off this cliff? And I was like, wait, I could
No.
die.
All those cliffs here
Yeah.
at Ohio State.
But I'm like,
Ohio
yeah.
State notoriously cliffy.
I like every time I walk to Denny Hall and I'm like, oop, this cliff, gotta avoid it.
Yeah.
To a little hip
You're
stop
welcome.
jump right over.
And normally I'm like, well,
Normally
I'm never
debate.
gonna die, so I have to avoid this cliff.
But I'll remind you. Don't
And they're
jump
like,
off
don't
of
jump
that
off
cliff
because I'm gonna die anyways.
Yep.
It's gonna happen eventually.
No point in.
Way to start talking
You're not-
mid-yo.
Yeah, it's not like you gotta avoid a cliff because it's not like you're in some kind of Suicide Squad.
No.
Oh, bringing it back.
No.
If you were, however, you would. Or you would try to get out of that cliff and then immediately die using a grapple.
But what if you bounced off his forehead?
Yeah, only one member of the Suicide Squad would be able to get back out of the cliff.
I just
His
imagine-
name is Slipknot. He's the man who can climb anything.
I just
Yeah.
imagine that Jared
A
Leto.
fantastic superpower.
Yes.
Jared Leto just hangs out at the bottom of cliffs,
Mm-hmm.
just in case.
Because he's cool.
Yeah.
Now, one of my favorite.
Jared Leto, by the way, not a member of the Suicide Squad,
No.
Lauren. Just so you know.
One of my
Do I
favorite.
care?
One of my favorite factoids about Suicide Squad, just to put you like the Daniel Day-Lewis that Jared Leto was.
Mm-hmm. You mean two-time MTV Movie Award nominee, Daniel
Yes.
Day-Lewis?
Yes, not quite. Jared
Not winner,
Leto's.
not winner.
Yeah, Jared Leto really looks at those indie actors for inspiration.
Mhm.
But he wanted to just be real crazy and unpredictable. So one day on set, he was in front of Will Smith and was behind a table and said, "Hey, Will Smith, look at this." And he pretended to walk downstairs.
that crazy kid.
And
Stairs.
he said the look Will Smith gave him would remind him what his character should be. I just imagine the scenario.
That informs the performance so
where
much. it makes
Jared
sense
Leto
now.
thinks that pretending to walk downstairs is the most crazy and unpredictable thing, and he just looks at Will Smith's face, and it's basically like a situational comedy where he takes Will Smith's look as like, "Whoa, that's crazy, man," where Will Smith was actually like, "So how much money am I actually getting for this film? What is the cost loadout on this film?"
Great.
And that was another rousing round of Suicide Squad.
Another round of Suicide Squad. We might have another
Suicide
one.
Squawk with
Suicide
James
Squad.
Wagner.
And Tyler Moliterno. He was
Yes,
definitely
our,
involved.
our side project.
Project. It'll be coming out in 2020.
Mhm.
2020 perfect.
2020. Perfect sight. Perfect mind.
Well, we were before the podcast. We were talking about how we could talk about theater, and then we never got there yet.
Yeah, well, I will say, I don't know about anybody else here.
This is
but
an educational podcast.
I did theater in high school.
I don't think anyone
Really?
else has.
No.
Nope, not a single time.
I also
Not a
no.
single Wagner.
Not a single Wagner ever acted on a high school stage ever.
You didn't do theater in high school?
I did not, contrary to, I don't know why people keep telling me I did. I never did. There's no proof anywhere.
I did about as much theater in high school as James.
Yeah, I did
so.
crew one show.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, of course we're kidding because James
Apparently it's all I talk about.
James
but
did theater. In
I
high
did
school.
theater in high school. But no, it's a fun time getting that.
And as we
atmosphere
know, I watched theater in high school sometimes.
sometimes.
Not all the times.
So clearly we're the foremost experts on theater.
Now, I wonder if there was any theater that we did that was like, did we ever do the same show ever?
Footloose.
Footloose.
I did.
I only know
I was
from
not in football.
from.
I was in Footloose twice.
Oh man.
Yeah. So,
So
like this
both
is,
of your feet are quite loose.
Yes.
Feet loose.
Either that or one of them is just very loose.
Just it's about to fall off. Like it's past bobbleheads.
Footloose.
Yeah.
Footloose. Take off your socks. That was a quote from Harish Manon, who thought that those were the lyrics.
I always had a joke that Footloose would be a great name for a musical based on the Saw franchise.
That would be a good one.
What, do they just saw off the feet?
Yeah, in the first one they have to saw off their feet.
Oh, okay. That would help to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like just going with it. But yeah, there's Footloose. I don't know about any.
The only other like classic like play.
Right. Footloose is one of the most classic musicals.
Oh,
think so.
it's a big high school like classic
Everyone
musical.
does,
Like
yeah.
almost everybody's high school has done Footloose.
Yeah.
Within like 5-year cycle.
Right.
Like, what else have you done? I mean,
Uh,
I can tell you.
Like literally, I was
I'd
in the
say-
middle of that 5 year cycle. I did it twice.
All right. So how about you guys say what you've been in, and I'll say if I've seen it.
All right, this is Lauren reviews a play.
This
Yeah.
one. reviews a play, and it's just if I saw it.
This is Lauren reviews high school plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe potentially
Potentially.
or Spider-Man. That wasn't Suicide Squad.
Oh, that's the next one.
The long-awaited remix.
So what else have you seen?
So, seen or been?
I've seen a lot of shows.
I'm the only one who has seen a play.
So I'm gonna go through mine. I was in Don't Drink the Water, which
Nope.
is Woody Allen. I was in a mix of famous SNL sketches.
What?
That's true. Yeah,
That's-
our that was the year before our director decided to stop directing the plays. So you could tell she was like, I don't really feel like doing this again. Let's do something that's real easy. So
What
basically,
were some of the sketches you did?
the cowbell. I wasn't in it because that was the year I did Krill. Because I had to do something the day of the performance.
Mhm.
Marching band.
You looked at the idea of doing sketches where like not
Yeah.
for me.
Well, here I'll say this.
Not until college.
I did stage crew in middle school.
Ooh, fun.
Ooh.
So for this one, this is complicated because you've probably seen these sketches
She's-
before.
Yes. Probably.
But not
maybe
as
not.
plays.
The look on her face makes it seem like she does not have. She has not
Me
seen
being
these
in
sketches.
stage crew didn't mean that I.
No, like
No.
you've seen the SNL sketches.
For the purpose of
Probably.
your
Oh,
review.
okay,
For
for
your
my
review.
review.
But not as a
So
high
what
school
sketch? So I
play.
have seen the
So
cowbell
the
one.
cowbell sketch, there was the Debbie Downer.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
That's fun. Now, did you guys or you weren't in it? But did
No.
did
they
the
break?
actors intentionally break during the
No, they
sketch?
did not. Yeah, nobody played.
Actually, I love the idea of this at school being like, we are going to give Debbie Downer the respect it deserves.
Yeah, well they
Treat
did.
it with integrity.
Well, the funny thing is there's multiple Debbie Downer sketches, right?
Yeah.
But only the first one really succeeds because after you're like, okay, I know what's gonna
you
happen.
know the bit, yeah.
But and part of the funniness is just how hysterically everybody's laughing.
Right.
And so we did this second one, which is like her at a wedding, and it's like far less funny. I don't know why we did that one, and I think it's because a senior was doing like she got casted as Debbie Downer,
Mhm.
and I think she was like close to the director, and so the director's like, yeah, we'll do another Debbie Downer, so that way you could have two parts. But my favorite part of that sketch, the Debbie Downer sketch, is watching Horatio Sands. He's laughing so
Horatio
hard.
went to your school?
Yeah.
A friend
Laughing.
of ours.
Yeah, laughing so hard that he's drying up his tears
I
with the
know.
waffles
I
in
know.
the scene. It is one of the
It's so
funniest
good.
things. But we did the Pump You Up guys. I don't know why. It was like a real
Yes.
old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You up.
We did some real old ones.
I'm glad me and Hannah did that for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of them. Oh, we
You
did the
did-
Matt Foley one.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
fun one.
Yeah.
Classic.
You did the
Uh,
Spartan
See, this is-
cheerleaders.
Spartan
See,
cheerleaders.
I'm gonna say something just for Tyler.
Okay. Nobody else listen. Everybody skip ahead 30 seconds.
All right, we'll time it. So this will just be for Lauren and Tyler. It'll start in 5, 4, 3,
I don't need 30
2,
seconds.
1. You're getting it. Okay, skip ahead 2.
All right, so in the Matt Foley sketch, what's his face in it? Spade.
Yeah, David
David
Spade.
Spade reminds me of Ethan, but only in that sketch.
We used to joke all the time that Ethan looked like David Spade all the time.
But like only young David Spade.
Yes.
You still got
Oh,
10 more
10
seconds.
seconds.
Nice.
This is just
Ethan's
for
great.
you guys.
Yeah, Ethan's pretty great.
You guys don't need to explain any context for that.
No.
Because it's your guys'
No.
fight. And we are... And done.
Oh,
All right.
so
Good point, Warren.
Good point, Lauren. So then the next play I was in is the classic. This is the other one that you guys might have done.
Yeah.
Is
Mm.
Our Town. It's a
we
classic
didn't do
American
Our
stage
Town.
play. Very boring if done incorrectly, which is how we did it.
Yes. I was in
Which
the
one was
audience for that one
Our
3
Town.
times in a row, and I can vouch that it was in
It's,
fact boring.
It's like one of the longest running and most performed American play. It's like this weird
Yeah, Lauren.
intro postmodern, like this. It's like one of the first modern plays where they didn't have the curtains come up. Literally, there's a
Right.
guy whose character is the stage manager of the play,
Yeah.
and so it's a very like
very
it was written in
meta.
like the late 1800s, early 1900s. So it's a very out there for being an early play.
Mhm.
So it's a really cool play. But most of the time, I'm sure when high schools do it, it's real boring.
Very
There's also
boring.
no props, so it's a lot of prop work you gotta do. And so, of
Is that
course,
why
here,
you're so
here,
good at it?
Lauren,
Yeah.
catch the frisbee.
nice.
Actually,
Um,
that actually,
kind of like this.
Yeah, she daintily caught that frisbee.
but like that prep work wasn't bad.
No, not
You
too bad.
guys will have no idea.
And then our
I'm
senior
gonna give it
year,
a 5 out of 10.
which would be Hannah's freshman year, which was she could come in for a play we did, Edgar Allan Poe. I forget what the actual
The
Tales of
play
Midnight
Edgar Allan Poe.
Jury.
tales.
Wait, hold on.
it was
I just
basically
want a
Edgar Allan
quick
Poe.
interlude. In 8th grade, our English teacher made us go into the basement and read Edgar Allan Poe stories.
Oh, yes.
Mr. McLean, like, with the lights off, and he had, like, this weird globe thing with, like, Edgar Allan Poe's head in it, and that was the only...
How did he get it? Is he the mystery
crazy.
stranger that always goes back to his grave, and it's to take his head?
Yes.
Yeah, and so, like, that was the only light in the basement of the middle school, which, for some reason, only his stuff was down there. And it was, like, the more I think about it, the more ridiculous that was. That was just a quick interlude about Edgar Allan Poe. We can move on.
Fine. And then we did, for musicals, we did Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, which is
fun.
a fun one.
I think I've seen that at a middle school somewhere.
I actually
you would
no,
not
you
see
did not
Dirty
see that
Rotten
at a
Scoundrels
middle
at middle
school.
school.
I actually-
It
here's
sounds
what's-
familiar.
You probably saw, like, Guys and Dolls.
I saw.
Yeah, that's what I saw at a middle school, and I'm not even joking.
The play Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, or the movie, has Steve Martin in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually
maybe
saw a play, or a musical
yeah.
stage version of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels starring Steve Martin,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Quick-
who is a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm. Like,
It's just a dude
Hannah
named
and
Steve
I's
Martin.
Yeah.
Those,
It was just very-
Swiss hands.
I feel like he got in because it was just like,
Yeah.
your name's
Oh,
Steve
well,
Martin,
your name is
we'll
Steve
give you
Martin.
that part then.
I thought it was actually Steve Martin. It's just the guy named Steve
No,
Martin.
it's
No.
literally, I have a friend named Steve Martin.
It's just a dude. That sounded, when I said
And he's a stand-up comedian, and I keep telling him, Steve, you have to change your name. You can't keep doing this.
everyone's just gonna be really disappointed.
Right.
Yeah, oh my
Like, oh,
god.
Steve
Listen, oh my god,
Martin's here?
Steve Martin's at this open mic.
I hope he brings his banjo.
Alright, so is that all your picks?
And then
We did Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I did Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, he went really out of order.
Yeah, and then I went. Well, I did all the plays first, and then I did the musicals. The musical, Footloose, and then my senior year we did Young Frankenstein.
Oh,
Which
that's
is
I'm jealous of that because I would
so
love being in
fun.
that show.
That's a real fun show. I
Very
was
fun.
the monster, Frankenstein
Oh,
monster.
that's
That was a lot of
cool.
fun. I got a tap dance and go-go boots. That was
Oh, I love
really supportive of the male stereotype in theater.
But-
Was dancing in go-go boots.
But they didn't have taps on his shoes
No.
because it would not have lined up properly.
No. It's because you can't get It's because you can't get go-go boots with tap dance. Go-go boot. Yeah, that was offhanded news because that wasn't the reason. I can tap dance.
Ooh,
Okay.
I can tap dance. Hannah.
Yeah,
I believe you.
For evidence, you can go on Backburner's YouTube page,
Mm-hmm.
because there's evidence on there.
Is that a plug, Lauren?
No, it's
No,
not
just
plug.
a
It's just a
reference.
statement.
It's a reference.
Okay.
But yeah, those were all the ones.
Well, I only saw, like, one.
And then,
Nice.
so I did Poe and Young Frankenstein because those were my freshman year. And then I'm going to go in chronological order.
Well, this is just a fun thing, is that both set of siblings are the same age difference.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So that's just a fun thing.
And both of them are older brothers, younger sisters.
Yeah.
That's fun. Look
Yeah.
at us.
Oh, look at our
We're
future,
so-
Hannah.
Look at your future.
Oh.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
But so then after that, we did the last play that Taylor High School will ever produce, and it was called Flowers for Algernon. You might have
Oh,
read
yes.
it. It's pretty not
Dark.
fun.
It's a real bummer of a show.
And the leading man like didn't bother to learn his lines until like the day before the show. So it was just kind of a giant train wreck.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Great. And then after that we did Phantom of the Opera for our musical. And I'm wearing the t-shirt because I'm just still that much in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then my junior year we did Seussical.
Oh, I love Seussical. I was in Seussical.
You
And
were-
you directed
So was I
Seussical.
in middle school.
Yeah, he was in Seussical in middle school.
And I directed it at a middle school.
Nice.
Man.
Yeah, so
And
there
then
we go.
finally.
So I did see that one.
Yeah.
Saw that one.
Oh, and then we did Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
And then senior year we did Shrek the Musical and Addams Family.
Not a whole lot of overlap.
No.
No,
Not as much as I think.
Just
I
the
did.
two.
I'll try to get through mine real quick.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I was in Once Upon a Mattress,
Nice.
then Footloose,
Nice.
then I cruised through my sophomore year, had an identity crisis, wore khakis every day
Ooh.
because I didn't get cast in any of the shows.
Aw.
Then I did Les Mis over the summer, and then Fiddler on the Roof, which is another one of those that could be
Oh, wait,
very
hold
long
on.
if it's not
Wait,
done
hold
right.
on. Saw it. How many did you say?
You saw all of them, right?
Saw it. Continue.
So after Fiddler, we did Seussical.
Saw it.
Oh, I did, and then we did The Complete Works of William Shakespeare Abridged, which is a play.
Saw it.
Yeah.
It was really. That's a
really
It's a
fun
good
show.
It's on. You can find it somewhere if you want.
It's on
Yeah.
YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
And then there was my senior year. We did the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, which is
Saw it.
I've done that show twice, and I say it all the time. If I could do that show like at any given time, I'd do it. Like just drop whatever I'm doing to do that play because it's so much fun.
He could be like 60. He's like, I'll still play Belfray.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
fine.
cool. It's fine. And then we did Peter Pan, and I played Smee.
I also saw that.
It's fun.
So yeah,
It's a fun time. So that was.
And so
you got your successes really at the your hit rate really
Right.
peaked up at the end.
yeah.
so mine theater occurrences were in 7th grade.
Mhm.
We did Aladdin, and I was stage crew.
Nice.
And I came out at the end. She made us sing the last song,
Ooh.
Mhm.
so I did that. And
I
then,
saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
And then in 8th grade, I was the stage manager. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
If you're probably not shocked if you know me as a person, but I almost had to fire someone.
People were getting paid.
I was just gonna say this is very I took over that middle school program. I didn't pay any of those kids. They were all unpaid interns.
I was-
as far as I was concerned.
They were
I was-
probably paying you.
See, like
You're earning credits.
I was paying them out of pocket.
What,
just so I could justify firing them, but I wanted to.
Weird. I started receiving wages a few days ago. She really likes my work. I think I'm gonna stay here for a
what
while.
show was it?
Oh yeah, it was Mulan.
Nice.
I got a special
Oh,
sneak
I was
peek.
in
from
James
Mulan,
was in
middle
that.
school.
Who'd you play?
I played the second in command behind. He's like the old guy who's really disapproving.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yes, the old guy.
The guy with the mustache.
The guy with
Uh-huh.
the big. food
So interesting. If you're a Sundial listener, Travis was in both of those productions. Travis
Nice.
Flicky, our
Yes.
PR chief.
Tweet us what role you thought he was.
Yeah,
I know the answer.
to both.
Yeah,
But
I saw them both.
we'll reveal it next podcast.
Yeah, if we remember.
Or you could ask Travis.
Or you could ask.
You
Travis.
could ask Travis.
Hey, tweet at Travis.
Yeah.
What roles?
All right.
Hashtag ask
Hold on.
Travis.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually, no. Tweeting at the Sundial is just tweeting at Travis.
So tweet at the
just
Sundial.
hashtag ask Travis.
Ask Travis.
And we'll let you know.
We'll let you know. He might tweet it out, so you guys might know early.
He probably won't. He's probably gonna be really mad at me for bringing it up.
Oh, I'm excited.
It'll be a fun time. Fun time for all. Super fun time.
Super
fun time. Super fun time. But we'll also, since this is a comedy podcast, and near the end, we should probably talk about it. Tyler also does some comedy stuff, correct? You want to talk, and you do that up in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Youngstown, question mark, somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
around there.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
So what's the experience of doing that?
I started doing stand-up comedy when I was like 17, 18 years old. Or no, 18, because I was in college at the time. I was in high
I was
school.
gonna say no. You
Yeah, it was.
Ooh, we have fact checkers. on this podcast.
I checked my own facts. I was 18, or maybe 19, because I was in college at the time, and I tried doing that for a while, and then when I got to high school, I started.
No, wait. You went to college before.
Yeah, I went to college. I got
Overachiever to underachiever.
I dropped out because I was like, this is too hard. I'm only
Middle
I'm
school,
only like
college.
15.
Just the small boy.
You didn't quite fit in any of the seats properly.
No. That was fun. That was fun. Sorry.
Sorry about your ears.
Sorry.
So, but yeah, so then I when I was in college, we started doing improv. I kind of helped form an improv group, and we started doing that, which is a lot of fun. And I never got.
Common occurrence in the Moliterno family
Yes.
is starting comedy groups.
Yeah. And leading them. So yeah, it was fun.
Well, technically, I'm not lead. Well,
You're not leading the one you created, but
Right.
you're high
But
level.
you did create
I
a comedy group like me.
I did create one.
And you are leading one,
Mhm.
Yeah,
just not the same one.
Different one.
did lead it.
Did.
I'm getting too into it. Continue, Tyler.
That was it.
That was it.
I haven't. So it was fun experience.
And also, you're now in a new improv.
I'm in a group We've been performing for years together.
And we're not having our first performance later on after we record this podcast.
Yes, no, we've been doing improv together for quite some time.
Years.
30 years.
Del Close Marathon, if you're listening, years.
Years.
But no, just to give you guys some story in
Hold
case
on,
you aren't
why
aware.
are you listening?
Why are you listening, Del Close
There
Marathon?
But close, I thought you were dead.
There is a small percentage that somebody who works at UCB would listen to this, perhaps.
Yeah, Colin.
Yeah, so we should probably not.
Just to tell you guys, so they're the Del Close Marathon, which is an improv marathon that runs in New York for, 72 hours?
Yes.
How many is 3?
Yeah, 72.
Okay, you should all know. Travis, nope, you're not Travis.
Oh boy.
Oh,
First you forget
this is
the
embarrassing.
sibling podcast, second you just forget your sibling.
The Wagners are horrible at spelling. Tyler's just bad at math.
And Lauren just doesn't know anything.
I'm just stupid.
It's a digression, really.
That's the quote of the podcast. I'm just stupid. But no, so the Del Close Marathon is a 72-hour, like we were saying.
Non-stop marathon.
Non-stop marathon.
Like, that's
improv.
It's like non-stop.
And
non-stop.
Lauren and Tyler went to it last year, and they saw some of the groups performing, and they were like,
These
We
are
can
bad.
do that.
Boy, these are
we
so
were
bad.
sitting there like, these are very
And
bad.
we're talking not all of them were, and we're mainly talking about like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
on Friday.
We're mainly talking about this one very specific one. Where, okay, so it was like basically a tribute to Robin Williams. So we were like, this will be fun. It wasn't.
No.
So basically, it was a whole gaggle of people dressed up in different Robin Williams characters, and basically all they did was word association until they would get back to something that connected to one of their movies, and then they would go, and then hold up whoever's movie that was, and
They did that for 15 minutes.
They did that for 15 straight minutes.
And it was excruciating.
It was
And now
horrible.
they've changed how to submit, and I can't help but think that they're the reason why.
Literally, as soon as you said that, I'm like, oh, that fucking Robin Williams
Yeah.
group.
yeah, so originally...
So if you're listening to this
Yeah.
Robin Williams group, we resent
Wait.
you.
We resent you.
Tyler can say it.
Well, she's
Fuck
already
you.
said it. I think maybe it's like a family
It
swear
might be a
word.
family thing.
Yeah.
So we were, early in the summer, we were probably going to apply with that bit improv, and then now that they've changed it and the deadline's coming up, we've hurriedly created an improv group as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Right, but in order to be in the group, you have to perform regularly, so
So we need to send in a tape of us performing.
and make it seem like we do it
So
all the time.
basically, so I really hope you're not listening to this, anyone from the Del Close Marathon,
Anybody?
Yeah.
because we just kind of put together a makeshift performance in an
Does the
auditorium.
the cage just fall?
Yeah, the cage. Yeah, we're back in the cage. Wait,
We're
as
back in the cage.
we gotta lift it back up.
Okay.
Mm.
It's weird that I made the sound the second time.
Yeah, it didn't make any sound the first time.
No.
Or the other 2 times we were
So we're gonna do that. That's like 3 hours, less than 3 hours
From now.
after we do this podcast.
Right. This
We'll
is
be-
like
So in
We're
future
warming
podcasts,
up.
you'll learn if we actually make it or not. So hopefully
so
we do.
probably not.
Probably
Yeah, probably
not.
But it was
Um,
fun to try.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
But we're
we'll see
bringing
what
back
happens.
Don's Ghost, aka Natalie's Ghost, because she's not coming.
Yeah.
AKA Horatio and his white friends.
Yeah.
Right.
AKA there's one girl.
Yeah.
So we have lots of names, so like just Google all of us.
Google all of us.
Yeah.
And since we're talking about ourselves, why don't we wrap this thing up with
Some
some
plugs.
plugs? So
We got it back, guys.
I
We
guess-
got it back.
I guess I'll
Did
start.
we?
We got it back.
I'm gonna promote the first ever 4-way halftime show, where 4 different bands are performing at the same time in a double Scott Pilgrim. It's like if you're watching Scott Pilgrim in isometric or isotropic 3D.
Isotropic Thunder?
Yeah, where both your left and their alternating sides of frames. So that way, it's basically 2 movies going at the same time. That's what it is, but with performances. So I'm plugging that. Tyler,
Do I plug a real thing or do I pertain?
whatever you want.
Okay.
See, we got it back.
Yeah, so I actually host a podcast called Generation Animation that talks about different cartoons every week. We just pick a random cartoon movie
Or like animation.
or something. As long as it's animated, we talk about it. We'll just pick a subject and we talk about it each week. You can find that by going to generationanimation.com. and or Googling it or iTunesing it, whatever. It's on there. And then I'll plug my Twitter too at Tyler Molitor now, which is such an easy last name to spell that I'm sure everyone will be fine looking that up.
Well, if they're big fans of the Sundial, they've probably seen it written out a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
I'm also on 2 episodes of a Disney Channel original movie podcast.
Oh, no, plug that one.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, so it's called Zetus La Podcast, the complete
great.
oral history of Disney Channel original movies. I am on the Phantom of the Megaplex episode and the Buffalo Dreams episode, so check those out.
Classic.
Zetus La Podcast. It's so good.
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
Hannah, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and plug the idea of high school theater.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good
Yeah.
plug.
You promoted it a lot, but I think it should be official.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
officially plug the idea of high school theater. Sappy things that could be said, but overall, just a good way to hang out.
And you know what? I'll throw in middle school theater as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, why
I'm
not?
gonna
Because we
plug the
mentioned that
idea.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Give yourself some self-confidence.
Yeah, I was directing a middle school show for 5 years, and now that program is disbanded. So I shut that down. And
Because you didn't pay any of them.
I didn't pay any of them.
I was
That's
on to something.
Yeah, I started garnishing wages, and then I just
Ugh.
completely took them, and then they went on strike.
Became this racketing campaign.
And their strike really put our production of Newsies into jeopardy.
But it was good character building.
Yeah.
Good character work.
You're really hoping you can pull them out and then actually have a performance.
Mhm.
I'm going to promote. I meant plug only the stage managers of middle school productions.
Yeah, shout out.
They deserve it.
They deserve it. They work hard.
They go through a lot of stress for a middle schooler.
Yeah,
and they dole out all the wages. It's unfair.
out of
that-
their own pocket.
It's unfair that the stage manager is required to pay all of the other stage
No wonder
drivers.
as an actress in middle school I only got 15 cents a show.
Yeah, it's because all the money went to the stage crew. Sorry.
Yeah.
But anyways, we didn't play 10 out of 10, but if you have a 10 out of 10,
Oh, this is the first podcast in a while, I think, ever. Or except for maybe the first
Maybe
one.
the
that we haven't
first
played
one.
a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10, but they don't play 10 out of 10 ever.
no.
Ooh,
That's
no,
hard
I can't get behind
That's
that.
an
Hard
immediate
pass.
no.
Yeah, I'm also a no on
Sweet,
that
we
one.
did one.
Alright, we did it. If you have an idea for a 10 out of 10, or if you have any topics okay, hold on. If you have any topics you want us to discuss, or any questions, you can email us at thesundialmagazine@gmail.com, or you can tweet us at tweet them at us,
Mhm.
at the Sundial OSU, or like us at Facebook, facebook.com/the Sundial, which I only just recently realized. That's an
Nice.
easier way to say it than just like us on Facebook. I don't know, Google us.
Why did you stop?
I don't know. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed listening to 2 sets of siblings.
Sweet.
No.
Sweet.
What a great way to wrap up this podcast. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ryan saying we spec the mics was foreboding for this episode because we're all siblings, so we're all just like the mic. See, look at that big bar. We're all left.
But especially you are so far away.
I know because I've learned. I'm taking Ryan's sage advice and staying as far back as possible.
Take
I'm
a
actually
scooch.
in the Operation Smile. He's yelling at the wall. Like there's a glass and I'm yelling into the glass. It's reverse creeping. Thing.